have to ask permission to leave the day room and go to their bed or to use the bathroom.
When I went in the bathroom in the morning to brush my teeth, I saw the other kids that were washing people's underwear. I didn't want to be one of those kids. They got treated bad. As soon as I walked into the house, one of the guys who was in the house slid a plastic bucket down the aisle in front of me and said, "That's your new job, washing people's underwear." So I picked the bucket up and smashed it across the face. I want Ratchet to camera so I can post it.
Trying to be successful in that type of environment, you have to manifest a certain form of wickedness. I'm thankful that, for the most part, I didn't succumb to, certain
Stop on.
emotions.
I'm not going on
as far as becoming.
I'll look at it later.
I'll look at it later. I didn't want to become. And the end result was I got cut. Because I didn't acquiesce to the rules of, the brothers running the house.
I have brand new Reebok Classics. And this was like the third night I was there.
And we went to Clampvill,
three dudes came up to where my bunk was at and asked me for my sneakers. And I just gave them my sneakers. And that was a big mistake. Next thing you know, I went to commissary and stole my commissary, stole all my belongings. Fortunate for me, there was this older dude, he schooled me, so listen, you can't do that. You show weakness here, and you're dead, you're not gonna make it. I grew up into Roman Greco wrestling. I'm a black belt in a couple of arts. So my father always taught me, I got you in this for discipline. I don't want you to hurt somebody unless somebody tries to hurt you. So that was a big debate for me because I didn't want to hurt nobody. I could, but I didn't want to hurt nobody, but I had no choice. The first thing I did was get my sneakers back. I went and got all my commissary back. I went and got all my jeans, all my shirts, all my t-shirts, all my underwear, all my socks. I went and got everything that they took from me back. And I had to bust a couple of heads to get it back. It was either going to be me or them. And I had to do this in order to gain my respect.
I heard all types of stories about, people switch up on you when there's one way in society and in jail, there could be your friend out there and be an enemy in here, or be your friend in here and be an enemy out there.
Alright, bet. Since you want to go to the paint, copy.
About their weaknesses.
Somebody who you think is going to be a friend, they manipulate you. They say, I want you to buy this for me on commissary, buy this for me, And when you came back from commissary, they were waiting for you. My name is Kathy Morse. I'm originally from Livingston, New Jersey, which is a middle-class suburb. I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in criminal law and justice. I always wanted to work with returning citizens. That's really cool that we don't call them. I was hired to work for a very large law firm in Manhattan, and they trained me. And that's how I got my start. And I continued to work as a trust and estates paralegal until my incarceration.
She's a Holly Playboy.
Shortly after returning to work at
my
third child, we were facing eviction from our house.
Come on, Dad. Come on, keep doing that. Yeah, she's cooking me. Come on, keep doing that.
So I took the pre-signed wire
Oh my God. What's my controller doing?
My own personal bank account number. $283,000. I missed a court date, and I thought that my court date was postponed, and evidently it wasn't. And I was just running errands around town, and the police pulled me over.
Getting tight.
For my arrest. My daughter was in her car seat. She became hysterical, just screaming. And they took my daughter and I to the police station. They let me hold her with one arm, and my other arm was shackled to the bench. I remained 2 years
Immediately, within like 15-20 minutes of being inside the holding cell,
Where I threw up pizza.
the lights start spinning.
I threw up that pizza. It tastes nasty.
Red dot.
Daddy.
Something popped
Daddy.
off, meaning
when we were outside, I threw up a little bit of that pizza. I threw up a little bit of that pizza.
Seen a kid come out bloody and limbs in the stretcher. Immediately I started to think,
bro, you better be lucky I'm delayed, bro. I would be cooking
how am I going to get my first weapon? So I asked somebody it was the easiest way to get a weapon.
See, I am. This is not even my dribble move.
Off the fan. I look over in the corner, it's a fan right over there. Next thing I see next to the fan is a box of tissue. I'm thinking, man, how am I going to get to that fan? Because I need to make an ice pick off of that, you know, with that thing. And when they finally called my name, as soon as I came out, I was like, you know, officer, can I grab some tissue? And when I went over to the fan, I don't know how I did it, but I snatched it right on off.
It's gladiator school for real. If you get there and you don't have a weapon to defend yourself, you'll have an issue.
Violence rules. Predator prey. That never changes.
I'm in a situation where I can't run from. But the whole time in the streets, that's all I've ever been doing is fight. So I'm looking like I'm in a place where I always trained for, but just didn't know it.
The sad part is the alternative to violence is more violence. And when somebody realizes that you're willing to be more violent than they are less prone to be violent.
Yo, how you do the momentum between the legs? I forgot.
Sucker, say some shit. I turned around, because at that time it's like the old school.
Let me catch my stamina.
And unplugged the joint. I unplugged it and made him eat the phone. I punched him all through his mouth.
It was total chaos. It was violence. It was everything I desired, everything that I look forward to in my life, coming from foster home to boys' home and jail. And so I fit right in. My name is Barry Campbell. I'm 49 years old. I was born in England. I came to America in 1972. But when I came to America, I started getting into trouble. I was fighting a lot. And one day the teacher came to address me because I was fighting with another student, and I spun and hit her in the head with a chair. I was addicted to drugs at a very early age. At the age of 8, I started doing burglaries at the age of maybe 12, 13. We were terrorizing downtown Brooklyn at the time. My mother went into court and said that she couldn't control me anymore. So from that point on, I became what I call a system's baby. I went from foster home, boys' home, jail, to prison. When I first got to the foster home, I was physically, sexually, mentally abused. The boys' home was even worse. So that chaos that I ran into on Rikers Island was just going back home to the boys' home.
Oh my God, you played too much.
In the dorm, the beds are all lined up, but they're also screwed before, so they don't move their metal. There were 2 girls who were having a disagreement over something, and one girl knocked on literally jumped on the girl, got her on the floor, had her under the bed, and was holding her hair and banging her head up and down, hitting the one side on the concrete and the other side on the frame of the bed, and we were all standing there screaming, saying, "Stop, don't do this." If we interfered with the fight, we would get a ticket. So we really couldn't do anything.
So she had her head on like the floor.
Mind your business. Pay attention to
you can smell it, and you hear.
That's not even fair. This game is butt.
And that smell of blood, I can't. Sometimes it gets into me, and I just can't get rid of that smell. I can't get rid of it. And the officers just stood there and watched this go on. And I have never felt so helpless.
So there was this time where we were in the dorm, and these 2 guys got into it, and one of them were like, you know, he wasn't a tough guy, but he had food, and they were pretty much trying to like take his food. And I seen him go to the CO and tell the CO like, yo, no, I can't live here. So the CO was like, well, you know, pack your stuff and put it on the gate. So he went back and he sat on his bed. He packed all his stuff. The guys were moving around him. You know, they're moving in suspicious ways. Not making a circle around him, but they're moving in suspicious ways. And there's pretty much one who just keep like going to mess with him. He could fight and he could beat this kid, but he didn't want to. You know, he didn't want to fight. He just wanted to be left alone. He wanted to go to court. He wanted to make it home. And he grabbed his bag and he was making his way to the door. kid went and grabbed a cup, a green steak cup, and filled it up with hot water and threw it all in his face and burned him. And burned him. And when he did that, the kid reached in his face and he pulled the rest of his face off. My name is Raymond Yu. I'm 34 years old, born in Lower East Side, Manhattan. I got into trouble as a child. I was in and out the system, like Spofford, group homes, detention centers. So before I went to Rikers Island, I was already like seasoned. I was on the phone. I was relatively new to the house. I had court the next day. So I called my mother. Somebody tapped me from behind. I was like, yo, you can't use that phone. I was just like, yo, get away from me, yo. And then I'm talking to my mother. And then I felt somebody like come behind me and like he grabbed me from the back first. And then like I felt like this, but then I kind of rolled with it. I was like this, and my mother was on the phone, like I could hear her like, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? I knocked the razor out of his hand, we're fighting. And then the officers come out, seeing clearly I was cut. And she said, well, do you need medical attention? I'm cut. I said, no, I don't need medical attention. Because like, you know, that's protocol and we handle it ourselves.
Play me again.
I was assaulted in the shower by 4 inmates, and they were determined to teach me a lesson. They heard that I was a snitch. I was sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's gay.
I wanted to die. No, I did not report it. You can't report it. I would lay in my bed at night, and my dad was deceased. And I would lay in bed at night and have conversations with him. I wanted to come up with him. I wanted to be safe.
Shit, let me change my outfit. You gonna let me change my outfit?
I've seen men rape other men. I've seen men who were deprived of sexual relations.
That's why you gotta listen to your parents.
Nah.
If you don't listen to your parents,
it took a lot of
police got a place for you, and that's called jail.
I'm never going there. I'm gonna start listening to my parents. This is a dub. It's a dub for that.
School too.
I'm trying to listen to school. I'm trying to start listening to school. I'm not going.
You think you tough and you think you know it all? You don't want to respect adults? That's when you end up in jail. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like.
So you got...
Oh no, I don't.
Shay. Play me. Did you just hear me and my dad's conversation? I asked him, did he ever get in jail? He was like, no. He was like, oh, no. Been there, done that.
In certain ways that I've never forgotten.
You know, I see Bobby Schmurder. I see Bobby Schmurder in real life. I'm playing. I see D Wade in real life. I see what's the name? I see Cheetaholic in real life.
Became a gang member because I thought
this was before he was a YouTuber.
Counter the oppression.
That's why you got to go to school too. You don't do go to school, you end up in jail.
I didn't find out until later, you know, after joining, this quote unquote organization that
gotta read books.
You know, we kind of did the dirty work for these, demonic spirits.
I'm changing my shoes.
My name is Reverend Hector Bienvenido Custodio.
Shut up.
Calls me Benny for short. Born on July 12, 1970 in East New York, Brooklyn. And I'm actually one of the original founding members of one of the most feared gangs here in New York City, the Latin Kings. I was the second in command throughout the state of New York,
You like my lemon? You like my lemon lime sixes?
The Latin Kings became a presence in Rikers
I call them lemon lime.
We were few, but we were bad.
You like my
anyone who I thought that was a threat.
Those are not. You're stupid. You're stupid.
All the time and controlling.
These are not Gatorades or orange.
Inside Rikers
Orange. You're stupid.
Become a ghetto superstar.
Daddy, what is it? Gatorade orange or green?
That's that's that Latin King cat.
He said they're orange.
Feeling it into the prison more, and they created this system called brotherly love overrides oppressive destruction, which stood for blood. And it became a union so that if you got in trouble in the streets, then you had a family.
Daddy, isn't Gatorade sixes orange?
Now it was more so I had an authority. Now I am the authority.
If they orange, you owe me VC.
That culture is much different because it's like the worse you do, the bigger you are. So now when I say jump, now it's for real. Now you're going to jump. And if you don't do it, I got 35 other people in here that's going to make you do it.
Daddy, isn't Gatorade sixes green?
Type of system where they had control, and the officers gave them power, gave them drugs, gave them influence, right? And the CEOs always was the oppositional gang. Whether they was a secret member of this gang, they was an entire gang themselves, and that's the way they portrayed themselves.
Gatorade sixes orange. Oh shoot.
The ones that's orange.
Oh, so they're both green and orange.
The ones are orange.
Oh, the ones are orange. Alright. Okay, you're right.
There's some CEOs that are real cool.
You're right.
You know, there's some CEOs that really understand the system, and they try to prevent these young people from coming back by talking to them.
The majority of the officers on Rikers
Cause you don't even know your math.
They come from where we come from. They grew up where
You're on a level A I already score. Shut up. Don't talk to me. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm on level D. His hairline is pushed back.
Because I couldn't tell anybody I was related to this person. I would just see, you know, family in the
My hair.
You know, I don't work drugs from correction officers who told me to listen to the box if I don't pay him, you know, things like that. And all of that made me say, well, you know, you're just like me. You know, we're all criminals in here.
I remember when the security officer, the head of security, left me an Allen key to open my window frame so I could hide my pouches in the frame of the window.
I'm going to the paint. I'm going to the paint this whole game. I don't care.
5 set versus 10 set. The officers will let them out, and then they'll fight.
The CEOs is the gang. He was the ones that, if you don't listen to what we say, we beating you up. We're going to come in here with shields on it, and so what, you're 17 years old, we're going to bust you upside your head.
One time, they had, came inside the cell, 6 officers, they threw me to the back of the cell, pushed my panties to the side, pushed their fingers in my anus, and just dragged me all up and down the cell. And I was screaming, help me, they're raping me, they're raping me. And one of the inmates was saying, get the fuck off, I'm gonna tell my lawyer. And when she said that, that's when they can run out the cell.
I'm not even trying, so let's just keep that as stressed. I'm not trying, so let's you really bad. I'm not trying, so alright.
I noticed there's a plexiglass divider in the center of the cell.
I'm not even trying, so let's just keep it as that. That means I'm gonna play on-ball defense.
So I laughed with him, we laughed. The plexiglass divider was about nose high, I'd say. I used to sit down, me and my leader. So we leaned forward, we It tells me to sit back. I lean forward again about 3 or 4 minutes later because we couldn't hear each other.
That's what you're doing to go to the point. Alright, I'm gonna keep the noise. Alright.
Next thing I know, I'm up on my feet. He had me by the neck, hold my feet against the gate. I broke his hold.
Alright, nope, it's over for you, young cat.
His partner sliced my feet from under me and down on my head and my neck. I lost consciousness.
I was literally hog-tied of like the 2 long sticks, like handcuffed, like carried like that. Literally carried like that through the mag, banging my face on the mag. I'm like a roasted pig, and I'm just like in the air like that. All of this almost killed me. They carried me in that cell and they beat me up. Everybody punching me, went to sleep, and then next thing you know, I woke up, hands almost off my ass on myself. Like fighting for my life, felt like I'm fighting to breathe.
It's kicking me, they're spitting on me, they're hitting me with their walkie-talkies, and they're just hitting me with it. Boom! I couldn't block it, so I'm just like this. The only way I could block it is like this, but they're hitting me all over here. Boom, boom, boom.
Bro, my hair, bro, I got a knot in my hair. I have a knot in my head.
I was struggling with trying to walk. I couldn't walk, I didn't feel my legs. I had multiple contusions in my chest, my back, my neck.
I have a knot in my head. I can't get it out.
I got sciatic.
I got it out. I got it out. It hurt.
Today I could walk, tomorrow I can't.
I would say I was being beat up for maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes straight. They broke a bone on my back. They broke my nose. Probably a picture of me. Looking like, you know, kind of handsome right now. But I was in a wheelchair for about a month and a half, 2 months.
That one experience taught me that, you know, you can never be sound asleep in prison. You always have to be a light sleeper. You always have to be on your sleep, even when you think you're not sure.
Solitary confinement, you can really go crazy.
You didn't get in the shower yet.
On Rikers Island, they sent you to solitary confinement, really for anything.
If you ain't never been around death or like somebody else dying, like, then it's hard to hear somebody down like two cell doors down from you and hung up. He's fed up. He couldn't do it. He ain't even had that much time. Brother was just doing 7 months. But 90 days in a box will kill you. 2 days in a box will kill you.
I was sentenced to 1,580 days in solitary confinement. Almost 4 years.
I'm in solitary. Can't call my family. I'm not getting any visits. So, you know, questions run through my mind is like, why me? What am I into? How did I get myself into this? How did I get myself out of this? I just got very depressed.
My longest stretch as an adolescent was 120 days. When you first enter the box, it's like a very dark and gloomy place. I mean, it kind of replicates a jail cell. It's just a little bit smaller. Floors is gray. Walls is like a dark, dingy color. It's all gloomy. So it's just, it's meant and designed to keep you down. You hear people out the window screaming all day. You hear people on your tears screaming all day.
I walk into the box and it's like people are noisy. It's like everybody's screaming and it just sounds like a madhouse. I went into the cell and the cell closes. And then it's just that sound that the cell, like that sound that the cell makes when it closes is like, it's a crazy sound.
It sounds like a dog kennel. Like imagine like 20 different breeds of dogs on the same so-called tier in cages and hearing just so many different, you know, sounds and barking. That's what it begins to sound like.
You sleep until you can't sleep no more, and then you're awake until you can't take it anymore, and you just wind up just, you know, you either count the cockroaches that come under your door, or you start counting the cracks in the wall, anything to keep your mind occupied.
I used to look at, you know, like paint chips on the wall, and they become figurines. You look long enough and, you know, hard enough, you know, they start moving around there. You know, so now all of a sudden you got your own private movie theater.
I was laying down and I saw a piece of yellow rice moving. So I'm like, why is that yellow rice moving on the floor? Why is that yellow rice moving on the floor? I said, oh, now I'm hallucinating. Wait a minute, we haven't had yellow rice in weeks. Wait a minute, I don't even drop food on the floor. I eat over the tray. That's not rice. Then I'm talking to myself, Candy, it is rice. No, it's not rice. Yes, it is rice. So I'm like, yeah, it is rice. So I don't know if you ever saw Sesame Street, the little worm that used to jump up and down. The rice was jumping up and down like that little worm. So I'm like, rice doesn't move. Now, any logical person knows rice doesn't move. So I'm like, that rice is moving. So I get up and I bang on the window door and I told one of the officers, I said, look, I need to see a therapist. And she says, why? I said, I'm hallucinating. I said, I think I saw a piece of rice moving. She said, oh no, girl, that's a maggot.
Then you just go through all these different mixed emotions and feelings. Frustrated, angry, pissed,
Clampvill, you top cat.
depressed. I say anxious,
I'm off this game.
It starts to change. We're going business.